Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is Dom, aka KT2, and I'm coming back at you guys again for another video. Well, this one's gonna be pretty quick. It's gonna be pretty short. Just want to talk about everything that could go wrong went wrong, like moving to Germany. And it's just I want to say this so some of the younger guys that may be going through it or going through an overseas PCS can handle it or can deal with the struggles that may occur. Number one is most of the time when you're going overseas, first PCS, things like that, you're not usually alone, okay? I'm doing a lot of this stuff alone by myself, and that's not the problem, that's not the big deal, but it does help when you PCS with somebody else. Like most officers here, everybody's married. 9 times out of 10, most officers are married, and me doing it by myself encounters some problems, you know? Whether it be with furniture delivery, may be with housing or finance or picking up money, things and so on and so forth, picking a house, picking a car. Always having a second opinion is helpful. So let me tell you guys what happened to me. So there's these things called lemon lots, right? Lemon lots are where people that are about to PCS leave their car, or people that don't want their car anymore leave it there and do so on and so forth. So I found a nice Jeep, right? I bought the Jeep from the lemon lot. It was a guy, and Air Force guy, and so when I did a test drive with them, it went fine, nothing crazy happened, no lights, nothing came on. My rental car ran out, and so what I ended up doing was like, hey, we'll call him Kevin, right? So I said, hey Kevin, hey, here's the $7,500 for the Jeep. It's a 2009 Jeep Liberty, 133,000 miles. I said, hey man, here's the money for the Jeep. My rental car's out and I don't want to get another rental car especially when I have that Jeep. So I said, hey, can I drive it? You know, here's the money. We'll just do the registration. We can get the registration done. So he said, yeah, no problem. Gave him the money, and then I gave him the keys to the car. So I just been driving it, right? It's kind of like paying $7,500 for an expensive rental car, but it's actually my car. So what ended up going on and what ended up happening, oh, there's these bugs out here in Ramstein. So what ended up happening is the Jeep, the second day, the first day I got it, like the first day I actually drove it, I drove it to my tutor's house, because you know I'm trying to learn German, so I drove it to my German tutor's house. And literally the first day, like, why does this gotta get so dark? I don't know what's going on with the sun out here. Literally the first day that I got it, the check engine light came on, and I was like, oh, it's just an error. And a little bit after that, like yesterday, driving to work, getting ready for a jump also, just some gas cap error came on. I was like, what the world? And then after work yesterday, started the car 2 times and it wouldn't start. It started on the 3rd time, so I'm like, all right, you know, what's going on? Like, hey, what's going on? So the Jeep isn't like really 100,000%. So I'm talking to him about that. Another thing I do is finding a house. And so when you PCS overseas, you know, when you permit change of station overseas, you get 30 days to in process, right? Your 30 days to in process, 30 days to find a house, 30 days to find a car, so on and so forth. That should be enough time, right? But literally, like I said, anything that could have happened, anything that could go wrong literally went wrong. First of all, my sponsor did not book 30 days of a hotel for me. He booked 22 days. And so that was kind of screwed up. And I didn't, so first of all, I take extreme ownership for anything that happened. The car, I should have done more work. I should have been, you know, I should have been looking a lot harder and been a little more diligent with the Jeep. That's not his fault. If I got tricked, that's on me. You know what? If he sold me a bad car and I didn't do enough test driving, you know, that's on me. I can take a positive from that fact. I can take that, hey, you know what? I should have, you know, test drove the car more. I should have done this, should have done that, should have took it to somewhere else, had somebody else look at it. There's different things I could have done, and I know that for the next time. Boom, off my back. This housing thing, I should have double checked. I should have made sure, hey, I had 30 days. I did double check, but I didn't check. I didn't try to make any changes until like the 15th or the 16th of May, thinking that, oh yeah, I'm gonna have time, I'm gonna be able to do it. Took that for granted. There were no rooms. In fact, it was like either the night before last, I almost had to sleep in my car, because First of all, I'm not asking my battle buddy, and second of all, I'm not asking anybody else. I'm not trying to be a bother. There are kind of like unwritten rules, and I'm not trying to come off as a bother, and I just got to the unit. That's one very big, one very important thing. So after searching through a couple of hotels in Germany, I found a hotel. It was a super small room, like room was super small, but and they gave me trouble about the VAT form. So I was like, you know what, I don't care, I just need somewhere to sleep tonight. That was the biggest thing, you know, Maslow's hierarchy, shelter. Just need somewhere to sleep. And so I slept there. You're probably like, okay, what happened to the house? What's going on with your house? Aren't you supposed to move into your house? So the house is supposed to be ready today, the 25th. I'm supposed to be moving in there today. But what ended up happening is the house needed to get some other type of inspection yesterday. And so the paperwork to actually get it done to move into the house, the rental contract, won't be approved with housing until like next week sometime. So I have to walk in with housing, do it, and then I can go out and then I can pick up. So when you're overseas, your PCS in Germany, first month's rent and security deposit, the government pays, right? So I have to go get, and the security deposits are 2 or 3 times the first month's rent. So security deposit for my house is like, in euros and euros, it's like 1,400 euros, I think, or 1,800 euros, euros, whatever. 1,800 euros. I think it's like rent is, first month's rent is like 900 euros. So it's not a big deal. Either way, the housing wasn't done because of a random ass inspection, but that shouldn't be a problem if I had 30 days, but I didn't double check to see if I had 30 days. And so I had to try to finesse with this huge Ramstein Inn. It's a very popular, very big hotel, you know. It's a normal hotel. It's a really big, popular, safe one. So obviously a lot of people are gonna want to stay there. So I couldn't just go in there and try to finesse, you know, my way into a room. Luckily enough, the reservation guy did recognize me from YouTube. So he was like, oh, what's up, Kid Thunder 2? And he was like, he tried to help me out as much as he could. But I mean, there's only but so much you can do if there's no rooms, you know, there's no rooms. And I'm not in 06 or above, so none of that stuff really matters. So besides that, you know, a car, I'm moving out here by myself with no family, doing it all by myself. Plus I have a job, and there's things I have to do for my job, and I have to be on top of things. Plus there's somebody else who's, I can't really say if he's doing better or not doing better than me, but there's a lot of things I have against me, but I don't think a lot of people will understand that reference. So either way, everything did work out. All praise be to God. I did find a hotel. I'm staying in another shared room. I have it booked out like past my 30-day limit just in case something else happens. Only big problem is now I don't have a house and my car is kind of screwed up, and I don't know exactly. That not starting thing, when the Jeep wouldn't start, it could have been a fluke or something, because that does happen. It does happen, and it hasn't happened again. I'm gonna go and check the car, not car dealership, but the mechanic he bought it to when the check engine light was on. He said he never had that problem. I actually believe the guy. I don't think he's actually lying to me. I try to put people in the military like above the rest, but sometimes you can't, you know. So either way, between a house and a car, and I thought I had a friend out here, you know. I stayed over this person's house like 2 or 3 times, but then the time I asked to stay over there, there's a problem. The time that I actually ask, right? So again, you know, I don't really bang with people like that. You guys have a good one. What I want you guys to take from this is just, I'm good. And it's easy to get overwhelmed, especially when you're doing a lot of stuff by yourself. There's a lot of stuff I didn't actually say too. There's more to it, but just, it all comes down to prioritization. If you can prioritize what's most important versus what's not important, then you won't get overwhelmed. You just do it step by step by step by step. And if there's something you cannot control, then don't worry about it.